Hello? Game? Hello? Okay. Going to crash on me, are you? Brilliant. Please just launch. This is the only VR game I've played that has crash issues. Like it won't boot sometimes, and then other times it does boot. And it's like a toss-up. It's gonna boot, or is it gonna crash? Alright, so um in case you're not aware, you won't find a part 2. There's only a part 1 on my channel because I played an hour 30 and none of my audio was broadcasted. I'm gonna from now on do like a video recording, launch a game, make sure my audio and everything is working, including my microphone. My microphone seems to be consistent, but I don't know why it didn't record the game audio. I looked in OBS and it said it selected a default device, which I guess a default device meant something other than my DAC. So it was really disappointing, and I feel like I didn't cast or get video of a big section I wanted to get video of, which I want to get video of the whole playthrough. But since it's like, I mean, it's the same thing if I were to record it, like I would have had to replay, but at least I wouldn't be like, I don't know. I guess this is better than if it were. Uh-oh, lag. No, dude. All right. Why? Okay. Seems like crashing is very frequent. Actually, you know what? Something I could do to check that audio works is just to do this, right? I can just go to YouTube and open a YouTube video. Any video works, right? Hey, look, audio is working. You can see that right there. All right, so that means it should capture the game audio. I don't know a better way to do that, honestly. All right, let's try launching the game again, I guess. I don't know why it's crashing. This is the most frustrating thing about playing this game so far, is that I don't know when it's gonna crash. I thought it was my fault for the longest while. I thought it was my fault, but I'm thinking it's not my fault now. I think it's just a game problem. Yeah, it's gotta be a game problem. Not like a VR issue, it's just a specific to this game for some reason is crashing on boot. I wonder if there's like any fixes around for it, like a launch option I can set. And the third worst thing is that these loading times are long. I feel like I wait in here for like a full minute and a half. I'm waiting for Pop-Tarts to, pop out of the toaster type wait. Okay. Maybe it's a little faster. Alright, so now... Okay, I made it in. So, no one's probably going to know where I am right now, but I will tell you one thing. That my game just crashed again. What the heck? Okay. Oh, look, I wasn't even casting. Okay, good thing it crashed, because I wasn't even, like, capturing what was going on. Lone Echo 2. Crashing. Crashes all the time. Alright, so the game crashing in its current state is unplayable. 3 weeks ago, game runs fine, but every 5 minutes or less, suddenly frame drop to almost 0. Looks like something's loading for 1 to 2 seconds and it crashes. See, I'm on Windows 11, so this looks like it's maybe a common thing. Maybe do I need to update my NVIDIA drivers? Let me make sure my NVIDIA drivers are GeForce Experience. You know, I could change some NVIDIA settings maybe. Let's change this to no scaling. I don't think that makes a difference. All right. Let's send this error report. Okay, let's go into manage 3D settings. That is Steam. Program specific. Do I need drivers? Is there a driver update? I'm on the latest drivers. That's what this tells me. Okay. I can try. Well, no, there's nothing really I can do. Let's see. Let's go in here and find Lone Echo 2. Oh, it's not here. Should I just try to boot till I can get it to work? I'm really not sure. Yeah. Is this game just a crash fest? Oh, it can't be. It can't be the headset. No way, it's the headset. Wait, why is he saying restart the Oculus device? You mean the computer? No, that's not gonna make any sense. Make sure both your Oculus device and Lone Echo 2 are fully updated and installed. That's a pretty half-baked answer right there. Doesn't make any sense. Look at crash logs. This game is just a crash fest. Edit. With a solution. So I bought Lone Echo 2 this week, and an amazing, however, an issue. The morning when I loaded up the game in the menu and I hit the continue button, when I finished loading the game crashed. I got a bug splash screen. Same thing I keep getting. Solution. When I loaded up the game, instead of hitting continue, it clicked load game. Then I selected save file and went back on checkpoint that solved my issue. And I was able to finish out this amazing game. Okay, so I have to launch the game, and hopefully it doesn't. It seems like it's a hit or miss if it's gonna crash on boot. But when it goes to actually continue the game and load in, then I can really assess. So I can just go in and hit load game instead. Oh yeah, I didn't. Hold on. Switch to VR. Oh, game's gonna crash. That's another thing, is the alt tabbing in, it crashes. Which, by the way, makes 0 sense why this would cause a crash. Alright, let me hit Quest 2. It's black screen now. Now I'm going to launch the game. I'm going to go load a checkpoint. The game doesn't crash on startup. Game crashed on startup. Let's try it again. So it works a second time. Jeez. No, dude. It crashed again. This can't be a problem on my end. This can't be like settings or anything I've messed with. There's no way. I mean, I guess it's a... Maybe I should just turn settings down? I'm not gonna move my head. Not gonna move my head. Okay. So instead, I'm gonna hit load game. And I'm gonna hit this one. Says I had 2 hours, 20 minutes played. Oh, it's autosave. Oh, I could go back. I could go back to, I'm gonna continue where I left off. And then maybe go back and play part 2 that I cut out eventually. I don't really feel like doing it. I just want to enjoy the game. I don't want to have to replay, even though no one's watched it. Okay, that looks like a crash again. Okay, so it crashes on generator. It crashes on the latest autosave. Wow. It crashed on boot again. There's no way this is my fault. Like, it just crashes. Now I'm gonna move my head, because whenever I move my head, it crashes. Okay, load game. Plot 2. Let's load this one. These are quick saves. Is that maybe that's why it's crashing? Should I just like save normally? It's gonna take a minute. And I hope the whole audio streaming bug isn't a thing with the game crashing. I didn't actually even check that. I think I just didn't have any audio the whole stream, and I don't know why. I could play like a different VR game. Get my mind off this crap. Okay. Kidding me. Crashed again. I loaded in and it crashed. Wow. I know this was running perfectly yesterday, so I'm not gonna change. You know what? I know what it is. Okay. How do I quit? Alright, the game's gonna crash. I think I know what I need to do. I need to change some, settings in... Wow, dude, that's so crappy. Maybe I need to change my settings. My stream settings. Let's turn slice decoding off. Increases, reduces occasional stutters, but increases latency, video buffering. In that on. Change it to the VR frame rate to 80 frames a second. No, let's keep it at 120. I hit that. Maybe not. Maybe hit 90. I have my settings maxed out. Is that the problem? That could definitely be the problem. That's a launch crash. Okay, it crashed again. I think it just crashes every second reboot after it crashes. Yeah, it's not crashing this time. Okay. My play space. I want to be right here. Okay. Let's try hitting continue and see what happens. So I turned some settings down. Maybe that's why it crashed. So does that mean that this is not a game issue? It's just, dang it! Okay, it happened again. I know this was loading perfectly yesterday. It crashed? Hmm. Wow. This sucks. I thought I'd be able to just play, but it's not working the way I thought it would. Just not, it's not even wanting to boot the game. All right, let's change my VR frame rate to 80. I don't want to though. Turn my graphics down to high. Let's turn to high. And we can keep it at 120. I want to have like the best experience. I mean, I don't have the highest end GPU, but I was able to play this game with specific settings. Okay. I'm going to try upping my settings again. I'm gonna try keeping my settings high. I'm gonna reboot the game again, and I'm gonna load back a little bit farther this time. I don't think it's a problem with virtual desktop. I think it's a game issue. loaded fine this time. We're gonna go back a little bit. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to here. This isn't an autosave. This is a, well, technically it's an autosave, but it's a actual autosave. So maybe there'll be no crashing, and I can just continue where I left off personally. And I swear, if the audio is not working on stream, like if it doesn't capture any game audio, I think I'm just gonna play this game without streaming it, or I'm gonna wait a bit, or get a refund, because yeah, I can't refund this game. I'll probably just play it without streaming it.
Commencing depressurization.
Dude, it crashed right here too. Ugh. Why is it crashing? Okay, next plan. New plan. I'm gonna open the game again. I'm probably gonna crash on boot. Probably not gonna boot. First go. No, it's definitely not gonna boot first go. Didn't boot. I'm going to launch the game again. It's gonna boot this time. It booted. It might crash during boot. Okay, it didn't crash. I'm going to settings. I'm going to check stuff. I'm gonna modify graphics. We're gonna not do a custom graphics. Do I need to restart? Oh, I remember. Okay, it says X on the GPU. I don't know why. No, I have to have ambient occlusion on, please. Textures? Why? Okay, medium textures, sure. I have been seeing some weird stuff. Mesh quality. No, I want it higher. It hasn't looked that great, so... I have a 1080 Ti. I should be able to run this. I know it's not the latest in, but... turn this down. We'll keep that a medium. Color quality medium, lights. Yeah. I swear if it crashes. I bet you it has something to do with I honestly don't know. Maybe just the game is unstable. depending on a setting that's turned on. Maybe I should just use low settings. I don't want to. I'm fine going with medium, but like low can look drastically different from medium and high. Lots of games. I don't know what it looks like in this. Maybe I should look that up if it happens to crash.
Commencing depressurization.
Please don't crash. Please don't crash. I'm gonna stand still for a second. It crashed. Wow. Um. That error report. I could know why it's crashing. Shit. Turn my graph. Okay. We're turning my settings down to what was recommended. Um. Uh. No. Um. Okay. Let's try this again. Makes me feel like I need a GPU upgrade, which is impossible right now. Game crashed. There's no way it's launching. It's black screen for me. The game failed to boot. Game booted this time. We're not going to use custom settings. But I am not going to go to low. I'm going to go to medium. Oh, I crashed in the main menu. I have a full, like, part 1 and part 2. Part 2 is not posted, but I 100% played an hour 30. I have played, like, as you see from the saves, I played like an hour 30, 2 hours 30. And I'm crashing now. Like, it's like I can't play. This is ridiculous. So doing VR graphics quality, changing that did nothing. Sliced encoding, that I had that on. I'm gonna turn it off. Um, I'm gonna go to 80 frames a second. This is fine. We're gonna actually. I just want to enjoy the game. Okay, let me test something. So on the desktop, what does 80 frames feel like? Like this. 120 feels like this. Okay. I'm fine with 80 frames on this headset. This is probably what's going to fix my crash issues. It might be a frame rate bug this whole time. Oh, it looks so much worse though. It it looks a lot worse. Is that why it's crashing though? That has to be why it's crashing. We'll keep this on medium. Yeah, let's see what happens when I continue. No. Okay, I might have a corrupt save. I'm in physical pain trying to get this to work. That didn't solve anything. But also maybe it did, I don't know. Did it just crash on loading? I don't know. Really hard to tell the difference from, oh, you know what? I know why. Never mind. Oh my gosh. Let's do 90 frames a second. We'll do high VR render quality. You guys can't see what I'm seeing right now. We'll keep slice encoding off. Video buffering can stay off. Is asynchronous space warp actually? No. I mean, I guess it could be synchronous space warp. Let's try turning everything back up, turning that synchronous space warp to disabled, keeping slice encoding off. I think that might be the culprit because it was crashing more with slice encoding on. No one knows what I'm talking about right now. All right, just try this again. It's asynchronous space warp, maybe? Is that what's been crashing the game? It's got to be a setting like that. But I thought that was on the headset's end, not on the PC's end. Okay, it's crashing at boot. I'm getting down. I'm getting to the bottom of this right now. Okay, it's not wanting to boot now. I tried to boot it twice and it crashed. The black screen crash. Try for a third time. Okay, it just doesn't want to boot now. Wow. That was 3 times in a row. Didn't want to boot. Okay, I'm gonna come back in. Okay, I'm back. Make sure these good. That's good. Okay, let's try. Um, let's try it now. Okay. It is still crashing. It's not booting now. It's not booting whatsoever now. Let's turn my settings down. Asynchronous space warp, I'm keeping disabled. I want to see if I can get this to boot without it. Maybe that will reduce crashing when I can get it to. All right, let's try now. Okay, it won't launch it all now without asynchronous space warp, which is a virtual desktop feature. I feel like if I hook directly up to the computer and use the cord to play, which will look way worse, it will actually work. But let's turn my frame rate down to 80. I don't want to play at 80. Let's change it. Let's go. It felt so good before. What's going on? All right, we're gonna go 90. We're gonna medium quality, and we're gonna try to launch the game. 90 is recommended, so. Okay, the game doesn't want to launch. It's just crashing over and over now. It's like I bricked it for real. All right, new plan. I'm switching to Oculus Airlink, and I'm gonna go see if that works. So let's close out of this. Okay. All right, so now I'm using, as you see here, I am using, well, you can't see it, but I'm using Airlink. I don't know. Hear VR audio from computer. These are my settings. I just maxed it out. I mean, it seems to run fine. Except for in Beat Saber. Beat Saber, it was really laggy, whereas Virtual Desktop isn't. But maybe this is just a game-specific thing. I don't know. Try going back to Quest. Try opening. Let's go to my library. Let's go to Lone Echo 2. So launching it the way Oculus intended, probably. It's launching. It's up and running. What I'm worried about, all right, so it's in. We're loading in, but it is very laggy. Why is it so? Okay, it's cleared up. It's cleared up. All right. All right, let's see it. I want to see it crash. I want to see it crash, please. Okay, I feel like there's some optimizations. Whoa! Am I crashing or what? I don't know. Okay, I'm not crashing. It's just a loading thing. Alright, virtual desktop. Don't play... So far from testing this. Don't play Oculus exclusives in virtual desktop. That just is a no-no. Apparently. From testing this. And also, it's not capturing my game audio. So clearly that is another thing. Let's fix that. Alright, so now it's capturing my game audio. That's the mistake I made before. Okay. Okay. Holy moly. Alright. I'm in game now. I'm not going to crash, right? I'm gonna break these bolts. Alright, so the whole time it was just virtual desktop. It was a virtual desktop issue, really? Well, that could have been solved like an hour ago. Alright, so as I said before...
I'm inside the facility. What's next?
The main problem is almost certainly the reactor. It's a large cylindrical structure in the facility's central chamber. The access way will take you there, though additional cutting may be required. But please, try to avoid damaging our former workplace too heavily.
Juno.
Let me check something. I think I know what's going on. I think I know why, I think I know why. Okay, let's quit this. Am I still streaming? Okay. I think I know what's going on. I had automatically adjust bitrate right here. Wait, you can't see. So I had this ticked. I'm going to untick that. That is probably why I'm crashing. That's probably why I'm crashing. I have no idea. I feel like it's a virtual desktop, partly like some conflicts going on. So I'm gonna get out of this and then retry virtual desktop because I don't want to leave you virtual desktop. I don't. Okay. Go back to this. Change it to that. Now, let me adjust my settings back to where I had them. Ultra, 120, automatic on asynchronous space warp. I feel like this is going to be the solution. But also, I feel like I could still crash because I still did crash before. It is booted. It's booted now. Oh my gosh. We're in game. Yay! And it's not laggy. It's not like a lag fest like the Oculus Link or Oculus Air Link is. Oculus Air Link. Air Link. Meta Air Link. gosh. Okay. I'm comfortable. Kind of. This headset has been on my face a little too long now. So I worry if I'm only going to be able to play like 30 minutes. Sucks. So far it's loading though. I think that's exactly what I did wrong. I had the automatically adjust bitrate based on my feed, and that is why I've been crashing. And that's why I didn't crash at all before, because that's a setting I just changed before starting the stream, and I just remembered that I changed. But it's good to know that that caused crashing. Okay. So I'm ready for you to crash right now. You can crash whenever you'd like. Also, I do have different game settings. But look, this is the farthest I've gotten.
I'm inside the facility.
Oh, it crashed. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it did crash that time. I got farther than I usually do though. Normally it just crashes straight up. Let's disable asynchronous space warp and then retry. So now we have that reduce bitrate and also asynchronous space warp disabled. Don't know if that's gonna fix anything. The game is trying to launch but not. That's another problem. Okay, let's try it one more time, or second time. Boot. This game won't boot. This game won't boot without asynchronous space warp. I've concluded that now. Like I think I have concluded that. So this is just turned into a troubleshooting the game sort of issue now, where I am just going back and forth. Asynchronous space warp. We know it'll boot with ultra settings. We know VR frame rate doesn't matter. Sliced encoding, it seems to crash more when that's enabled. VR bitrate, I want that at max though, and I really want everything at max because I was able to play at max before, so I shouldn't be crashing, right? Change render settings. Graphics card recommendation is for 90 FPS and will vary depending on game. Okay. So let's try at 90 frames a second. Getting back into game. Alright, it booted. And then, again, I want to say that at 120 hertz, I did get it to work on, it crashed again. Okay. I think I've concluded that, I mean, when it's crashing in the loading area like that with virtual desktop, I think I've concluded that this is a virtual desktop and Lone Echo 2 issue. So let me go back out of this. I want to play the game. I don't care. I'm gonna go with Oculus. I'm gonna go with AirLink. Is it enabled? Let me make sure it's enabled. It's enabled. All right, and I'm gonna go back out this. I'm gonna come back in with AirLink. I'm gonna freaking Oculus. I have to hit the AirLink button, turn it off, turn it back on. Now I can connect to it. Am I working? Yep. Desktop audio. It's actually Oculus headphones. Okay. Oculus headphones. And what else? I want to look at my in-game settings here. I was lagging before. Let's go into here. Let's change this to 90 hertz. Oh my gosh. Restart. Okay. Try keep it in there. Seeing how it runs. Show any personal information? It does. Dang. Okay. All right, let's go back. Let me launch the game from here. Oh, it's booting. It's booting just fine. It's gonna probably wig out a little bit, like it always does. Can't tell. I'm shaking with frustration. I'll be honest. I probably spent an hour 30 getting this to work. Should I just stop now? Should I just stop the stream and restart? I do prefer the way resetting view works in Oculus and in AirLink. I will say that it's better than virtual desktop. I don't know if there's a better method in virtual desktop. There probably is. So virtual desktop is just better in general. Like if for anything else, just use virtual desktop. Don't use AirLink. But yeah, I'll load into this game. If you're playing an exclusive, you probably want to use AirLink and not. All right, I'm in game. Please, I just want to play. I've decided that AirLink is superior now. Not really, but it's superior in terms of
I'm
not
inside the facility. What's
crashing.
next?
The main problem is almost certainly the reactor. It's a large cylindrical structure in the facility's central chamber. The access way will take you there, though additional cutting may be required. But please, try to avoid damaging our former workplace too heavily.
Juno.
Wait, you two used to work here?
Juno and I were part of the station's biomass research team.
So you were here during the outbreak?
No, I had taken leave to pursue my theory for eliminating the biomass. By the time I returned, it was too late. There was no one left.
I'll admit,
Oh my God, Harlan.
this does look pretty dang good, though.
We have work to do.
Reactor located.
Great.
I turned the
How's it look?
bitrate up to
Not well.
150.
I'm seeing smoke, likely from an
200.
internal malfunction.
That explains the power outage.
And the life support failure.
Right, better open it up, Jack. See what's going on in there.
Okay, how do I open this? Like that?
I'm opening the casing for a closer look at the reactor.
Copy that.
Malfunction confirmed. A bad reactor core.
You'll need replacements to get the reactor running again, Jack. The facility contains a storage area that might be worth investigating.
Thanks, Juno. The reactor has quite the unique shape. An icosahedron. For optimal power flow, I assume.
Correct. The reactor's quasi-regular orthogonality allows for nearly flawless energy management.
Good enough state to work though, right?
Yes, the malfunction appears to be temporary. Install a complete set of operational cores, and the reactor should resume normal functionality.
Okay. Well, sounds like you two have got things handled.
Copy that.
Scan successful. Interesting. Shortly before the outbreak, the engineers developed a means of
You guys see
optimizing
the
the
Slack
power
too?
flow of the reactor. Jack, if you can find more data on this, I may be able to adapt these principles to your integrated cutter.
How much more data?
Uncertain. Without possessing the actual data, it's impossible to measure its size. Nonetheless, I've made an entry in the data tab on your ARM computer. I anticipate only a few more scans will be required, though.
Acknowledged. I'll keep watch for more data ports. Juno, these pylons, what are they?
That's a signal conditioner, Jack. It helps ensure clean power delivery to the rest of the station. These should activate once the reactor is operational.
A fully charged core. Hopefully, still able to make clean contact with the reactor.
The other way? Yep, it is.
Now simply rotate the core clockwise until it stops turning.
Core is locked in.
Excellent.
How do I get this open? Ah, okay. Alright, the game is definitely a bit stuttery.
I found a device in the storage area.
A network terminal. It may still be connected. Scan its port with your data link to attempt a data transfer.
Where? How? Oh, it just comes up.
Nice work, Jack. Much of the data here will prove useful in augmenting your cutter. Unfortunately, we will need more to complete the design. But I did find something that might be of interest. A voice memo from the station's chief engineer regarding the technology. I've added it to your ARM computer's data tab, Jack.
Empty racks here. Were they running low on supplies?
Negative. However, among the facility's final logs are inventory requests of unusually high quantities. I presume anyone who managed to escape the station must have brought the supplies with them.
Let's hope such was the case. Must have been a horrid scramble.
I'll probably have to cut my way through from the other side.
Alright, that seemed like the only way to go, though. Access hat. Wait, can I cut? Oh, I can cut it through the doorway. Big brain, big brain. Ow! Nope, no longer big brain. My brain got smushed. Okay, so can I cut it like this? Ah. You know, that could work. It's not gonna let me.
Jack, there might be replacement cores in the storage area that will help you repair the reactor.
Yeah, I see it. I'm just trying to get to there. How can I pry the door open? That door not open. Maybe this way? Fabricator. What are these?
Some type of local data storage?
Correct. Insert enough of them into a database terminal, and the terminal's data port will become available to scan.
Oh.
This database terminal runs off of cartridges. Unusual.
Backup data storage, in case of power loss. For it to function properly, all the cartridges must be installed.
Well, I always blow on them first for luck. But each to their own.
I'm afraid Jack's shell isn't equipped with an apparatus appropriate for that operation. Good news, Jack. With the data you just collected, I expect we need only one more scan to complete the design.
Juno, I need you to run the math on these sim parameters.
Yes, Doctor.
Dr. Harlan, why did you have to leave the station? There seems to be plenty of biomass.
That is all highly evolved. I need the base genetic material, and that can only be found in an undetonated biomass torpedo. There was nothing more I could do from here.
Right. Then what brought you back? Did you know the station had...
I'm sorry, Captain Rhodes, but we do not have time for me to recount my entire life story. I was here. I lived. And when I came back, everyone was dead or gone.
All right. Fine.
Why don't I simply compile an archive of the logs covering our time away from the station? That way the captain can review them at her leisure.
If you must, but after you've finished verifying the sim parameters.
Very well. I will let you know when I finish, Captain.
Thanks, Juno.
Induction charger. Oh yeah, so the drone needs to charge. Oh. Forgot I have to scan you. Please.
Excellent. That did indeed provide sufficient data. Just give me a moment to process everything. Stand by. Schematic complete. Please head to the nearest fabricator so we can install the improvement tier cutter.
Oh. I know where one is. Right here. Jeez. Oh, it's so glitchy. Whoa,
Iteration
it's
successful.
so
Your
glitch.
shell's reactive cutter has been refitted with extended range and efficiency.
Well done, Juno.
The pleasure was mine. And please, restrict cutting to non-critical equipment.
Ah, that's what I needed.
I've managed to open the hatch leading to the storage area.
Splendid. The area should now be accessible through the maintenance duct below. Captain, I've finished compiling the log data you requested.
Great, can you pass it to my ARM computer, Juno? Actually, best send it to Jack as well.
Of course. Jack, I've added it to your data tab.
Wow, this is some archive.
It was an illuminating expedition. I took the liberty of segmenting the log entries. Feel free to review them at your own pace.
If you two have finished, I've input the parameters for the next sim.
Of course, Doctor.
Second core installed.
Acknowledged. Please visit one of the nearby consoles to bring the reactor back online.
The reactor is back online.
The power hasn't returned here on the ship yet.
Jack, power still needs to be distributed from here to the ship, as well as the rest of the station. The control room has a console you can use to perform this final step.
Here we go.
Distribution complete. Power grid stabilized. Life support systems optimal.
Well done, Jack. We're getting full power here.
How is progress on your end?
Dr. Harlan's still running sims, but I think we at least have a working theory.
All the models we've run so far appear to confirm biomass interaction with an active FTL triggers an abnormal buildup of energy within the drive, resulting in the formation of a temporal anomaly.
For reasons we still don't fully understand.
It is also unclear why the accident only caused the android's software to travel through time, as opposed to the more physical time jumps we've observed with the Astrea. But at this point, I'm willing to accept these ambiguities and proceed.
Wait, what exactly are you saying?
We must try it again.
What, send Jack back in time again? You've got to be kidding me.
It's the only way. Any chance we have of eliminating the biomass lies with finding an undetonated torpedo. We must send the android back.
You talk like he's expendable.
Of course he is. All of us are. You've seen how it spreads. Eradicating the biomass is going to take everything we have, and then some.
Yeah, well, it's not just up to you, is it? Jack, what do you think?
Dangerous or not, the potential lives saved makes it worth trying.
That's an awfully big risk.
You would do the same were the roles reversed.
And you would probably try to talk me out of it too.
Would I succeed?
Alright. Fine. I'm in. What do we need to do next?
We're going to have to recreate the circumstances of the time travel accident.
Oh, don't tell me.
We're going to need biomass. Contained biomass samples specifically. The research facility should serve our purposes nicely.
There is one other problem. The FTL accident depleted the drive's fuel cells, and we don't have the supplies to refill them.
Then our best bet for a fuel cell will be the remnants of the Astrea. However, exploring that area may be difficult. Pesky shipboard defense protocols somehow remain active. Something off with the AI, Juno says.
Could be just as dangerous as dealing with the biomass, really. Well, Jack, what's up first? Grab some creepy crawlies from the research facility? Or dig up a fuel cell for the FTL drive?
I'll collect our biomass samples first.
Though no longer operational, there is a tram line leading from the central transit hub out to the research facility.
Understood.
So when Jack eventually returns with these volatile materials, where exactly do we plan to store them?
I believe I can convert elements of the refueling depot to suit our needs.
Need a hand?
Why, yes, Captain. Your assistance would be most appreciated.
Oh, I go that
It's
way?
better than just sitting here. Come on, Popcorn. Let's get ready to head out.
Oh well.
Good luck
Sounds good
out
to me.
there. See you soon.
Alright, so I'm gonna save 3 minutes ago. Let's continue over here, and then I'm gonna quit out and then change another setting for the Oculus thing. All right, so let's see. Did I save yet? No. We gotta go all the way down there. Wherever it saves, I'm gonna quit. I wish it would tell me when it saves. But I guess that would break immersion. Being in my face and all. Bling! Oh gosh, it's a rope. There's a fabricator. Okay, I'll admit, because this is running at 200 megabits versus virtual desktop, it does look slightly better.
These units were used to refuel ships.
Yeah, input only now, though. We got them hooked up to take in the contents of the gear you're collecting. Once we have both the fuel cell and the biomass container hooked up, we'll use these to route what we need to where we need it.
We are becoming quite skilled in bringing order to chaos.
Seems like we were built for this kind of work, huh?
Indeed.
Do these save? Alright. Saved 5 minutes ago. Okay, it's not saving. Let's just get over here, I guess. Oh, I wanna see, what are they gonna say about this?
I noticed these when we first arrived in this timeline. Some kind of massive processing structure. It's capturing Saturn's atmosphere.
Correct. They're known as autonomous atmospheric harvesters. They process hydrogen and helium from Saturn, inject it into containers, and then jettison those containers outward for retrieval. The minimal contact reduces the risk of biomass infection.
It's like the Kronos 5000 or something.
Sorry.
I mean, it might be what our job would have turned into. It's a bit more impressive than extracting helium from ice cubes like we did, but
What was
it's
that?
basically where our work was headed.
Uh-oh. Loading.
You're approaching the biomass research facility. This is where the outbreak originated.
We're sure there's some contained biomass on hand for Jack to retrieve.
Logs indicate 1 or 2 containers should still be in storage. However, reaching them may be difficult.
Okay, 15 seconds ago. Alright, I'm gonna quit out. I might change my... So, I'm gonna go in... Where was it? Graphics settings? Um. Okay, so the headset is running at. This is fine. But what I did notice is that I think I have to get out of this. I want to change it to a lower bit rate because I can tell it's really laggy. Maybe I can do that in virtual desktop. All right, I'm not gonna bother changing any like my mic and stuff. I'm just gonna go do that. Oh wait, here it is. This is it. Okay. But may affect performance. Visual quality. So, do I want to use a fixed bit rate is the question. No. I want to lower this down. And I know that virtual desktop uses 150. Maybe 150 is... All right, you guys can't see what I'm seeing. That's right. Maybe 150 will work. And it'll look similar to virtual desktop. But I basically changed my bitrate down on my headset. It's still a fixed rate. I don't want to use variable rate. I also need to move in my room. Alright, there we go. I was like up against the wall. Okay, this looks pretty good. Let's continue. Doesn't seem to be lagging. I think I found the perfect balance. Airlink with this game. Only Airlink. Do not use virtual desktop. It is broken with this game. Unfortunately. It's really unfortunate that I have to like tinker settings. Virtual desktop's not working. I hate bashing on virtual desktop because the developer for virtual desktop is the one who started wireless VR with a computer. So it's really, you don't want to bash on them for it. And also, I don't think it's their fault. I feel like this is an Oculus problem. Like, this is a problem that Facebook themselves had maybe mistakenly implemented. I don't know why they would do this on purpose. Maybe just to get you to use Airlink. But look, it's working.
The biomass research facility.
Oh, it
This
looks...
is where the outbreak originated.
This still looks great.
Contained biomass on hand for Jack to retrieve.
Logs indicate 1 or 2 containers should still be in storage.
Oh, this
However,
still looks
reaching them
perfect.
may be difficult due to the entire facility
It's
being
not
underwater.
laggy now.
The tram entrance will undoubtedly be your only way in.
Acknowledged.
Looks perfect, and it's not laggy.
The
Going straight
facility
in.
appears to be in fairly poor condition, but there is at least some power flowing.
Due to the generator being restored.
Unfortunately, I'm still unable to access any systems further into the facility. Power flow stops at the entry terminal. It appears that the systems are outright disconnected, including the physical entry bridge. Jack, you'll need to reconnect those systems to gain entry to the facility.
Copy that.
Okay, so there's still some stutters happening. You know, for any other game, just use virtual desktop is basically what I'm saying. Just when you have a game that's crashing like this one.
This appears to be some sort of focusing device. I haven't seen anything like it elsewhere on Chiron Station.
It's actually a prototype of the technology our containment units use to keep Diggs pacified.
This device looks vaguely similar to the cranes we saw in the transit hub. A scale model of the FTL drive on Dr. Harlan's ship. was the drive developed here? Somewhat odd to leave this case empty.
It's fairly straightforward. Our work was never finished.
It seems someone was emphatic about maintaining the lockdown.
That console would have controlled the bridge leading into the main facility.
I assumed.
I'm not seeing any backup controls in the blueprints, unfortunately. It's possible the cave contains systems not listed in the schematics. It may be worth a quick investigation.
This bridge is currently disconnected as part of the lockdown procedures.
Correct. The doors won't open until both sides of the bridge are fully extended.
Did they get everyone out?
According to these logs,
No. Not everyone got out.
Re-establishing main generator connection. Be advised, Class 3 power fields will become active. Dormancy will be nullified.
Jack, power will soon be returning to the immediate area, as well as the rest of the research facility. Just keep in mind that you'll also be awakening any dormant biomass within.
That's a good point. By restoring power, we're undoing something that was put in place as a die-hard safety precaution.
We are certain this is the only place we're going to find a contained biomass.
Assuming these fragmented station logs are correct? Yes.
Well, that's reassuring.
Finalizing connection.
Connection established. Now receiving power readings throughout the facility. Jack, once you have the bridge fully extended, you should be able to access the facility proper. Though I suspect some areas may have additional security requirements.
Nora, the research director, would have done everything she could to contain the outbreak. But there is no containing it. This was an eventuality.
It's fortunate that your disagreement over priorities led you to be elsewhere when the outbreak occurred.
It's only fortunate if I'm right.
Dr. Harlan, if these power readings are accurate, our suspicions appear confirmed.
What's that now? What suspicions?
Educated guess, rather.
Which is different.
Alright, I just realized the settings. The lighting quality being on medium sucks. Texture quality I can deal with being on medium.
The ticks
Yeah, I
aren't
can see the
only
lighting
form of
quality
biomass
improved now.
that have been evolving since your time.
Great.
Yeah, my game
What's this
is
one do? Open doors?
pretty laggy.
The opposite,
Oh,
in
it's
fact.
bad.
It's best if you see for yourselves.
But the lighting quality, dope. Woo. Looks so cool. Wow, it is so laggy. Alright, so it's not the stream quality. It's my FPS. My FPS is low right now. This place is like hard to run, I guess. Alright, we're just gonna turn stuff down. Unfortunate. I don't remember what that is. We can turn it off. Let's see what it looks like now. Oh my god. Dang, it's this area
I'm
is
crossing into the main facility now.
Copy that, Jack.
this area is very laggy. Maybe it's just this area. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's just... You know what? I think I know what it is. Virtual Desktop, I think, hid this lag. Oh! That's what it is.
Biomass has taken hold here.
Given that it got this far, the
Oh gosh,
rest
getting
of the
flung.
facility will likely be much worse.
Will the fabricator still be operational?
Yes, at least enough that Jack should be able to reboot without issue.
Hey, what time is it? It's 8:40. That should be home. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna... That's a sucky... At least I found out what was going on, but like that sucks. Maybe I'll just play with the USB cable because the lag is pretty real. Thanks for watching. Sorry the stream sucked. That was an hour 30 and most of it was troubleshooting. I'll cut it out, I guess. Sorry. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.